Okay, I know you see that title on that thumbnail. Oh yeah, sit tight on this one. The guy you see on the screen, his name is Sylvester Green Byrd. Byrd like the animal. And he's 35 years old, a Miami postal worker. Instead of collecting your mail or sorting it so he can bring it to you, he collect people's Treasury checks, from lawsuits, Social Security, disability, etc. And when I mean collected, I mean he stole them. And he just stole a few. He stole 451. That took some time. And the thing that got me is how he was able to cash them. And they totaled over $1 million in the time frame that he did it. And he was able to do that and get away with it. Cashed multiple checks in other people's names. Stay tuned for the article. Sit tight. This guy, I don't know how he's able to do that. It's crazy. I think he shouldn't have been able to get that far. It's amazing that you still can cash someone else's check in someone else's name and that level of a check without multiple forms of ID. Now, y'all go to the bank, been to the bank before, and everybody has been to a check casher at some point if you're over 30. And they want so much ID from you. Apparently, this guy walked right in there and pretend he's a man, a woman, and I can't imagine 451 was all men. But in case they were, that's crazy. And if he's going to the same check casher multiple times, that should have set off a red flag there. Because how many check cashers could it be near you? Now, I know when you're in the ghetto, it's a lot of them, but I don't think it's 100. I know some of y'all say it's probably 600. But anyways, 451 checks. And it's astonishing. Now, listen to what this article says.
Miami, a United States Postal Service employee was arrested earlier this week after allegedly being caught trying to steal over $1 million worth of U.S. Department of Treasury checks. Authorities said they took Sylvester Green Byrd, 35, into custody on Wednesday at the U.S. Postal Service facility located at 2200 NW 72nd Ave. In Miami, the arrest was a result of a multi-agency operation that included the U.S. Postal Service Office of Inspector General, the Treasury Inspector General for Tax Administration, the United States Secret Service, and the North Miami Beach Police Department. Authorities said the operation was a response to credible reports alleging that postal employees were unlawfully removing U.S. Treasury checks from circulation. According to officials, a shipment of U.S. Treasury checks was received at the facility on Wednesday, and they were given to Byrd by another employee for the purpose of sorting and delivery to their intended recipients. After bringing the checks to his assigned work area, authorities said Byrd was observed by postal agents, concealing a substantial quantity of Treasury checks inside his shirt, and then leaving his workstation and heading toward the facility's exit. According to authorities, Byrd was then detained by postal agents, and a total of 451 U.S. Treasury checks were recovered, and the total sum of the checks exceeded $1 million. Officials noted that they observed Byrd using a blue iPhone during the crimes, which led them to believe he may have been working with one or more co-conspirators. Jail records show Byrd was taken into custody without incident on one count of first-degree grand theft and over 50 counts of fraudulent use or possession of personal identification information. He was taken to the Turner Guilford Night Correctional Center, where he remains as of Thursday morning with bond listed as to be set. In a statement to Local 10, USPS confirmed that Byrd was an employee who was currently in a non-duty status.
Okay, I'm back. And my final take on this. I can't imagine the government reimbursing these checks to the people who was supposed to be getting them. And I can't imagine the bank or the check casher or wherever he was cashing these checks at reimbursing anyone the money they should have gotten either. So, and I know I just common knowledge, I can't see the government taking that L. And what that tells me, and I'm just speaking hypothetically, whoever a check got stolen, they got that L. If it's a lawsuit check, it depends on what kind of check it is, that they done. They just gotta wait for the next one, and if it's not a next one, then they gonna have to, I don't know. I can't see them reimbursing. It depends on what kind of check it is. Because if it's some kind of Social Security or disability check, I can't see them sending another one out that month. I can't see it. Now, maybe a lawsuit check, you probably can get another one, maybe. But anyway, support the channel by subscribing, like, and sharing this video. Catch you guys on the next one.